Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. By the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we begin our 5th episode of the Seerah of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We mentioned that he traveled Syria for the first time. Other than that, he didn't leave Makkatul Mukarramah. Allah Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam Makkah Sharifa taqsila. So in terms of going abroad, he went to Syria once when he was 12 years old. And the next time he went to Syria was when he was 25. It's a big jump. So one thing I've not noticed for that the Seerah takes a big jump. The whole Seerah is 63 years. So he's gone from 12 and then 14 the Battle of Fudhul takes place. And then after that from 14 beshi information now. And if you look at the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, beshi information after Madinah Sharif but nubuwwat ba'da after 40 then the detail starts. Why? That how come I'm not 25 was a big jump, because that time Manchester detailed record for Sahaba ikram we didn't have that information. So that was later on. So what we do have, the other information is before the marriage there was a man, he came from another town, another country, another city. He came to Makkah for buying and selling, for trade. And he was selling things that on Makkah Sharif some of the big shops, you can say the chiefs, the ones who pay, the Murabbi of Makkah Sharif. One of them is called Asib bin Wa'il. That's his name. So what he did was he took a lot of things and he said, right, I'm going to typical Murabbi, he didn't do because obviously bichara barata honor আর বিচার মাত্তাও হরো ইন্না কুচ্ছু সো এটা তো পুরা অন্য হইলো তাই না আমার এই দিন না কুচ্ছু খুঁজলেও he just gives me the shoulder. So অনেক হার গেছে কমপ্লেন দিতা. He started to complain to everybody, oh people of Makkah, এখানে আমি শুনছি এখানে আল্লাহর ঘর, আমি আইসি খুব আশা করি, তো দেখি আমার এই অন্যায় ওখানে. তো সব কইছেন কি তো হইছে, খেয়ে নিছে আপনার মা, ও বিচারা খেয়ে. তার নাম হইল Asib bin Wa'il. Nobody wants to get involved. So he goes, that's not right. So he started telling other people, so everybody, there's one name who knows Asib bin Wa'il. He's one of the prominent Murabbi. I'm not taking him. So so now so he now started Kaaba Sharifar সামনে এই টাইম ওরা আমার কেউ সাহায্য করতে वाला কেউ নাইনি, আমি আইছি আপনার সামনে কাবা শরীফের সামনে এখান হয়ে না সব বেজ্জত হয়ে থাকে. Everyone shorminda, everyone's really embarrassed, like ya Allah, is this really going to happen? Are we really, this is quite sad for us. These brothers, they got together in a house at a meeting to house, youngsters all. Subhanallah, Allah bless the youngsters. I'm really murabbis everything. Sometimes the young people realize so the young, some of them Doloya, Abdullah ibn Jud'an's house, they got together. And obviously Islam arambo isna kono musliman kono person nai, khe musliman khe nai. So Abdullah ibn Jud'an, this person never accepted Islam. So they came to this person's house and they had a meeting. And Allah Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam taino meeting shori koisen. Karon taino hunchoni meeting oilo Josh Monday and a justice সম্বন্ধে. So this is very interesting because it means বিধর্মী হলো মিটিং এ যাওয়া যায়নি কোনো বালা জিনিস লইয়া, মানে বিধর্মী হলো যেন খারাইয়া হয় এই টাউনের মাঝে আমরা ড্রাগস আমরা এরাডিকেট করতাম, আমরা মুসলমান হিসেবে আমরা যাইতাম পারিনি. This is a good question. Allah Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam he attended it, and he attended the meeting because he heard it's a good thing, this is fighting oppression. আর তারা ওখান সম্বন্ধে মানছেন যে আমরা এখানে তো কোনো পুলিশ কিচ্ছু নাই, তা আমরা একটা পুলিশ লাইন একটা অর্গানাইজেশন করি যে কেউ যদি অন্যায় ওই টাউনের মাঝে আমরা সব দলই আমরা সাপোর্ট করব. So this was known, and now the brothers were known as Fudhul. They all had the same surname. So tino bhai jara kharoisla, there are surnames of Fudhul the same. So itar naam is Hilful Fudhul, the contract of the Fudhul. Fudhul also means good. bounty. So many years later, Nubuwat bade Allah Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam yad khurid ta shobre da ha ami akhbar afastit aslam Abdullah ibn Judan's house ilanzun arbar oya takhto meeting ami arbar ino shorik hoila mane ita kan confirm khorda je ita bala jinish ita shorik hoitai, even if bidormi hole khore kuchu you should take part. So then when this took place, they then said, right, amra khon shokhtishali asi as a group of us samra zaitan goro আর গরো গাতেন হয়েছেন আপনি যদি এনো টাকা এই যে না দিলে আমরা হরতাম না এখান থাকি এনো ট্রাবল হইব so then এসে বিচারা টাকা ওগা ফাইয়া খুশি হয়ে গেছেন. So just to show that this is a pact that took place. So this happened before the Prophet was married, before he was 25. So now coming to the age, he's 25 years old, and during this time the Khadijah radiallahu anha bichari hi stainasta betintor was a shabse dunya asla. She was a businesswoman. How? Normally, when she to detail, so she was widowed twice. Not Zamai duibar mara gesen. So that means she's been a widow duibar. So she inherited quite a lot. That's how she became really rich. Okay? So she was the only, you can say, the most richest businesswoman in the whole of Makkah. Business trade with Seerah. Remember we mentioned this. So every year when the annual trade caravan used to go, Quraysh tara holta tara trading korta malullo ya tara zaita Seerah. Bicharid mal subhanallah. She had so much to trade. As an better man hire her because bichari she can't go herself. So every time she used to hire somebody, all money should to aslana. Aya hoita na rewa oto balo ise na business eche horiya kisu forget marlita. So she knew that she was manusho paitam hoy ami beti manush. But on Allah Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam namu he said they don't call him Muhammad because on reputation he's grew. Everybody know that this person never lies, he's so honest, he's got so good manners. Tara nam dilaysan afna namu al amin. So now everybody knows the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His name is Al Amin. He's the honest one, the truthful one. We know in the world. So now what happened was Al Amin. She goes, I need to hire this person. So that's what she did. So she hired this, and her stock, her mal was more than all the Quraysh mal put together, because her caravan was long. So then what happened was, she said, I want to hire, she sent a proposal. And remember, the Prophet ﷺ, what's his job? What's he doing right now? He's looking after sheep. It's a big jump in it. Looking after sheep to now going on a business trip with Khadijah, who's the richest woman. So he gets a proposal, and then, now the Prophet ﷺ, he's not into monetary, he's not into materialistic things. It's not in his interest. But what happened was, he realized he's poor and he's struggling, this might help. So he took it on board. He thought this might give a bit of income, I can help my he's got so many sons, right? And he didn't, he thought, so what happened was, she proposed, and she also put a special proposal that not only I want to hire you, I will pay you double than any person I've ever hired before. Double. Money, she really wanted him. So then he said, right, I can't refuse this offer. Sasa okay. Otoboreta proposal is no, she might na tika se ami asi ikano. Tumi Seerah geso ekbar brother okay. He said, right, so he's accepted. Now she's not going to send him by himself. She sends a personal slave of hers. Personal as money, as on a shop that report horta. And kita horan kinami shop that details on them. So this person was called Maisara, her slave. So this Maisara person said, right, yes ma'am, I will report everything, all the details, in Shoitokina Shotal. Now she didn't doubt him, but she just wanted to know more about him. So then what happened was, they went to Syria. Now this, the book mentions, there's another incident, there's a person called Nastura, and this is another monk. As the Prophet ﷺ was traveling, Syria, he went to Busra, and in Busra he took shade under a tree. Another monk, similar to the previous story, he came up to him and he was shocked. He said, apart from Isa alayhi salam, nobody has ever took shade in this tree. only a Nabi takes shade on the street. So he's got another sign. My Seerah's taking notes. Right? So he's like, and then he said, also I've seen, as you're walking, that angels are shading you. So again, the same similar situation. I guess it'll cloud on it and with the angels. So my Seerah, and then he says, and there's a redness in your eye. So you have this special redness in your eye. My Seerah says, yes, I noticed a redness in his eye. Right. So then, this is a little incident. And then when he came back, Khadijah radiallahu anha, heard of the whole story. He came back with a huge profit. He did he had amazing business skills because of his honesty and integrity. So when he came back, she made so much profit and she gave him more than what she promised him. Which she really, really had an interest in him. Then after giving him his wage, my Seerah mentions everything, and then Thanora took money. She then realizes, Amitura Foramong Choloi. She goes, you know what, Inamaza Kuchu Asimanoy. And one thing, Boroboro rich Doni Allah Makkah Sharifur Zara Asla. Ten Barbar, Khadijah radiallahu, they kept on proposing to her. Bi Allah. Then Khalifu days, because Ami Dubar Bi Yarsi. Era one hammer Bi Ahorto Mani, Matrama Donor Lagi. She goes, I'm not interested. So I need you to know this. But however, this is a different scenario. She's now thinking, like, he's an interesting person. Should I consider this person, for marriage? So she goes to her uncle, Waraka ibn Nawfal, and he's a Boshko Manush, Bura Manush, but he knows Kitab Shummale Tanzanasya, Ambiya Ikram Shummale. She mentioned the whole story. Look, Ohun Lam, redness in the eye, sitting under a tree, and then angels shading him. He's going to be a prophet. Right? Khadijah, watch out. He's special. So then she sends a proposal. She goes, right. And because he's saying, he's a very special person. So then she sends a proposal, unheard of. Even in the Bangladeshi culture. It's unheard of. So now she's first time, it just shows that the Prophet ﷺ's character was so strong that women are proposing to. And she's a person who's rejected so many men. So then she sends a proposal via somebody. Obviously when this proposal comes, Allah Rasulullah showed him that's like he put his head down. He was a very shy of women. He said, I'm a guardian.